Test. I can hear me now.
Yay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sprint.
I guess it's just Sprint.
Verizon.
Well, I mean, I guess it was both of them at this
Whatever
point.
it is. I don't even know.
So.
Oh, you're like out of frame now.
Yeah, I am way out of frame now.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, sir.
That's a little better. There we go. We're here.
We are here.
We're live.
We are live. We are. You know, hopefully people are sharing this. If you are here, please share it, of course.
Yeah.
Let me turn off my phone.
One thing that hasn't been canceled. Talkin Geek.
No, it has not. We are still here, and you're still going to have to hear us talk.
That's true.
And deal with it. I got to turn test. There you go. Now I can hear me better.
Yeah.
Oh, so much better.
Really loud in my ears now. I still
can
love
turn
you.
yours
It's
down.
okay.
There you
You're
go.
fine. That's
Hold
fine.
up. I just want to turn you down because I couldn't even hear me that well. So, how's it going first?
That's good.
That's good.
It's good.
Let me just adjust this because I feel like I'm just leaning all the way over here, guys.
You are.
So.
You're trying to get away from me. It's not going to work.
6 foot space, they said. They told me 6 feet away, social distancing.
Yeah, well, then why'd you make me come here?
Because it's under your contract still.
That's true.
He is under.
I forgot to write in anything about a global pandemic. If I had only put that in my contract, I would have been able to get out.
I would like to point out you did have epidemic in there, though. But we're not at epidemic yet.
Yeah, no, it was an epidemic first. Pandemic is like
a level up. Yeah. Too bad that was happening.
It goes outbreak, then epidemic, then pandemic.
Yeah, so you had like a day you're out of contract then, I guess. Because
Well,
I just heard pandemic. I didn't hear them say epidemic at all.
Yeah. No, it skipped it real quick.
We don't need this. So he's still under contract, guys.
Dang it.
So welcome everybody to Talkin Geek Season 2, Episode 10. We are here giving you all that geeky news. We're not canceled. We're not going to be canceled because, you know, we do this ourselves. So you can't cancel that.
I mean, the CDC next is going to say no more than one person. You have to be by yourself.
Hey, you know what? We got Skype, man. You're going to have to Skype in every time. You're not getting out of your contract. And I am Aaron, and this is amazing, Robert.
Wow.
Spectacular. I got nothing. I had nothing else, really.
I don't know.
So we have a lot of news to cover, though. We got some Disney news. We got some movie news in general.
Ton.
What else we got?
So much news.
What else we got here? You have everything in front of you, I think.
Yeah,
I just remember those two.
Bill Gates.
Oh, yeah, Bill Gates.
There's some news about that.
Some of his
and
news.
also some geeky ways that you can ensure that you greet people.
Oh, yeah.
To avoid the coronavirus.
I don't know how I'm going to be geeky like that, but, you know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get this going. So, I mean, we're to start, though, because, I mean, a lot's happened in the last, like, even 48 hours with, like, any news in general.
Jeez.
I had it held the wrong way.
He's messing with his mic.
Sorry about that. I mean, I'm trying to fix my mic.
So earlier today, they announced officially that Black Widow is moving off its May 2nd release date. So that's...
there we go. I had a gasp sound for that, just for that.
There you go.
So
that was good timing, though.
It took a
worked
second.
really well.
I had it lower than I wanted.
So yeah, I mean that was I think that's the farthest movie out that's been pushed so far. Obviously,
yeah.
Well, I don't know when. I think the Fast 9.
Oh yeah, Fast 9 got pushed.
That was only in production, and they just kind of pushed that back already like a full year. But James Bond was the first one. They set the trend on pushing movies back, and since then, pretty much all the major releases. I think this last weekend, Bloodshot officially came out. I did not see it.
I know. I wanted to go see it, and now I can't.
All the theaters are basically closed.
Easy segue to another subject too.
but yeah, I mean that's kind of the last. This last weekend was the last opening weekend. It seems like that we're gonna have for at least a couple months. They've canceled pretty much everything this month and next month, and now we're starting to get into that early May time frame that Black Widow was sitting in. So
exactly, and that's what bites. Like, you know, for anyone out there, you know, we all of our moviegoers and anyone who's just trying to combat staying at home, because right now with the coronavirus or COVID-19, they are asking everyone to stay home, basically quarantine yourselves. No groups more than 10 right now is where they're at.
Yep.
So it kind of bites the movie theaters.
Unless you work.
Unless you work, then you have to go to work. Then it's like all of you are stuck here now.
Yeah,
you're stuck at your job.
It's kind of funny too. It's like because even my work, it's like, you know, we're any people that we've been saying for years, it's like, oh, they can't work from home, or we don't want them to work from home, and it's like, go home. We're gonna make you work though. I'm like,
it's like the moment you start affecting.
Here comes the money.
They were like, no, go home. We'll let you work. We'll let you work at home.
Yeah.
Once that gets affected,
Right.
they were like, yeah, you can go home.
I mean, and like
my job is the same
restaurants and bars and everything. It's like, you can't go
Bars.
anywhere. But
how am I supposed to drink?
I did see, like, I'm from the Midwest, so I got a lot of family and friends that still live in, like, the Chicagoland area around, Wisconsin and everything. And so they've been closing a lot of restaurants and bars and everything. But they're like, well, we do curbside service, and they're allowing them to, like, sell beer to go, like that kind of stuff. So I'm like,
can San Antonio
right.
do that, please? I need alcohol to go.
Well,
I know there's a beer and all. I know
might.
up the road. So
they might.
Yeah, because I saw that they're basically asking all restaurants here, too, to not have customers. But if you have a drive-through or to-go orders or picked up, like you said, they're asking everyone to do that now.
Yep. No, they're trying to limit dine-ins and all that stuff. So
I know this isn't one of our subjects, but did you see that pretty much all the delivery services are giving away their services now? There's no delivery fees.
Oh, I did not see that.
So
That's pretty baller.
Yeah. So if you're watching us, and hopefully it's still you're able to listen to us, check out Uber Eats, HEB if you're in Texas. I believe Walmart and all the other ones that are doing delivery services, they're waiving all of their delivery fees right now to help people out. So like I had just ordered stuff before I even came here from HEB, and it took the $5 fee off. So I was like, oh, it won't be here till like Thursday. But I was like, hey, you know what? I don't have to go to the store. I'm lazy now. Like my introvert side kicks in hardcore now.
Well, I mean, I feel like I've been preparing for this moment my whole life.
I mean, I'm a gamer. I have been preparing for all this.
It's literally like, the government's like, stay home, don't interact with people. I'm like, no
we
problem.
got you. We got this. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. How come they never got sick?
Retroactively get that for like the last 25 years? Can I get just that I'm allowed to do that and not viewed as a social pariah?
Right? It's like all this time, it's like, oh, gamers, you guys are just introverts and all that. And then you hear this. And now everyone's like, oh, yeah, stay inside. Go, look. Shut the door. There it goes. There's a door shut. So,
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I've added some more sounds. I'm happy.
I know.
So, yeah, right now, so the movie theaters are closed.
Yeah, I mean, Regal, AMC, Alamo Drafthouse all announced that they're closing. Actually, Cinemark, the article I read yesterday said Cinemark hadn't made their announcement yet. I'm going to look that up right now to see if they're like kind of the last big chain.
Yeah, because the local chains here in San Antonio, I think, is still open, which is Santikos.
Let me see.
You're doing that.
Nope.
I'm going to look up one.
It just came up an hour ago. Cinemark has shut down their theaters, too.
Wow, Cinemark shut down, too. Dang.
Temporarily closes all U.S. theaters. So, yeah, all the major theater chains basically have completely shut down for the foreseeable future.
I'm checking our local one here, too. So if you're in San Antonio, I'll let you know now.
It's closed.
Is it closed? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, wow. They redid their whole website, too.
Everything's closed.
Wow. Private group showings are still available, though, it says.
So no more than 10 people?
Right. Well, wait. If I put 10 people in the front row, can I put 10 people in the back row?
I don't know.
Like, how much? I mean, that's more than 6 feet.
I don't know.
So, and all of you have to be wearing masks if I do that? Every one of you.
No. Don't wear a mask unless you're sick or you're in healthcare. Like, literally, that is what the CDC is telling.
You mean I can't run around with my, the N95 mask or whatever it was?
Do not do that unless you are already sick. That is not helping people, and it's limiting masks from the people that actually need them.
But people actually use them for world work and everything.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Absolutely.
I saw someone wearing the doctor masks the other day when I went shopping, and I was like, really? You realize those pretty much don't work outside the hospital? But okay. That's cool. So the movies are closed. So how do you think we're going to get movies, though? Because I saw Universal had a nice idea.
Yeah, I mean, and Disney did this as well. But Universal is putting out some of their movies that not only were recently in theaters just over the last couple of weeks, but also a movie that was supposed to debut in theaters is coming to video on demand. Yeah, a lot of their movies are video on demand, and for only one guy, he was complaining about it until I broke it down to him, but it's like $20 to rent them is what I'm seeing. Or something like that. For $20, that's not bad. I think when we went to the movies, me, you, your wife, the kids, it was like $80 for all the movie tickets. Something like that. Yeah, like, I mean, so what'd you buy? 5 tickets? Yeah, because I bought 3. Yeah, 5 tickets. It was like 70 something. Yeah, almost 80. So it came out to right around, $15 per ticket? Something like that. Because the kids end up making it a little bit lower. Yeah. So it's like for $20, and you could have your whole family there. Unless it's more than 10, you could have your whole family there and watch a movie. Yeah, I mean, and you've got, 48 hours, and they're, they're available to rent on, Amazon or Apple or like Comcast, which I know is a big network provider. But yeah, it's The Invisible Man. Which just came out
Wow,
recently.
wait, that did just come out like...
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that
the
one.
The Hunt, which also just came out, as well as Emma. And then the Trolls sequel that's supposed to... It was on the release schedule coming up in just a couple of weeks. That one's going to be available video on demand. So that one didn't even get a theatrical release, and they're releasing it video on demand. Just trying to get it out there. I don't think it was... None of those movies were necessarily expected to be huge box office hits.
No.
It's not like Mulan or Black Widow, which couldn't make $1 billion.
Yeah.
So those movies, it was like, well, let's get them out there and let people watch them. And especially now we're basically not able to watch anything.
No, it's like...
It's kind of nice.
Streaming services are going to go up because, hey... We need to watch stuff if we're sitting here at home.
Well, yeah, and speaking of streaming services, I mean, Disney Plus releasing Frozen 2 early.
Oh my gosh, I saw that. I was like, really?
Talk about the easiest way to go ahead and satisfy consumers. Like, this is a movie that's already been out of theaters. It's not making any more money for them. Literally, that blackout window between a movie being in theater and coming out on Blu-ray or video on demand is just designed to make sure that you haven't seen it for a while, so that you will go buy it or watch it. Like,
I want to watch this now.
Right, that's been for a really long time that window has existed, and so Disney was like, well, we could just throw it on Disney Plus and everyone will say we're amazing.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened.
What's the easiest thing we could do
it will
and
not
cost us nothing?
Right, it will not cost us any money, and people will be like, Disney's so thoughtful.
Put Frozen 2 out right now
Yep.
because we need the...
Here comes the money.
I love this stupid one too. So...
I'll take the money.
Yeah, see? I mean, they took it. They're like, yeah, we're going to definitely take this right now.
Sure, yeah.
So...
But yeah, I mean, I actually, my family, I have a 3.5-year-old. We have already taken advantage, and we watched Frozen 2. So, hey.
Right, it's like, hey, I think
I'll take it.
we watched it with you. I don't think my kid's watched it since then, but she's watching all that Disney stuff right now, Hulu, Netflix. So all those streaming services are going to be doing really well these next few weeks or month or however long this is going to last us.
Amanda in the chat agreeing that yes, it did make her love Disney more.
Oh my gosh, Steve, that's what they do. It works.
It worked.
Thank you for saying that.
They manipulated you, Amanda, but that's okay.
But we still love you.
We do love Disney. I mean, look, we get Pixar, we get Marvel, we get Star Wars, we get all their Disney animation stuff. Like Disney's, yes, they control the world and they have all the money, but they also make a lot of content that I really like.
They do. I mean, and they're gonna succeed. This was
They made Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda would not exist without Disney. I'm just saying.
I don't have a Baby Yoda voice. I need to figure out one for him.
I don't know.
Yes.
If you start calling them Chicky Nuggies, I'm gonna hit you. I hate that.
I hate it too because I want to do it, but I'm like, I hate it more.
It's so bad.
I want to say it, and it's like, no, I don't want to.
Like, I hate that, like, baby voice.
Whoever did that.
No, I'm not a fan. He's 50 years old, okay? He's sophisticated.
Pinky out when he drinks his tea. Big yes. I mean, you saw him holding the teacup. He was holding it perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
well, he
I
was
got
like drinking his coffee, his soup, whatever.
Soup. Yeah, it was soup. It was perfect.
Yeah.
So,
that was awesome.
Speaking of Disney, though, dang it, you have all the show notes. I don't have any of them in front of me.
Oh, what do you want to talk about with Disney?
Frozen 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, Disney, obviously, they've like halted production on everything.
Yeah, that was it. I knew there was something.
Yeah,
See,
like all their, which, we kind of talked about very briefly about Black Widow being pushed back. So before we get to that, we should probably talk about our video series.
Yes, we should.
Good time to talk about it.
We always have time to talk about it.
It.
Is this the newest one? I can't remember. Or that's an older one, but it still counts because I love this beat. I love this sound. If you don't love this, why are you listening to us?
So, like, that Avengers music is so baller.
It is. I love it. It's so good.
Me too. So, the MCU retrospective series that we've been doing here at Get Your Geek On, Aaron and I have been going back and reviewing every movie in the MCU's Infinity Saga. So there's 23 movies. We just dropped this week. We dropped Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Which
I can't play that song because of copyright, I think.
That's fine. So we're about halfway through.
Yeah,
at
we
this
are
point.
roughly.
And we've been releasing 2 a week. We talked about maybe scaling back because we were building to the Black Widow.
We can't come out too quickly now.
But now that's been pushed indefinitely. So we've been doing 2 a week. We've been talking about maybe pushing it back to 1 a week.
We might just do.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I might do 1 a week. But I mean, the fact is, there's at least 8 videos out there right now, 9 videos, maybe more.
No, more than that. I think there's 11. Maybe?
11. Okay, I have no idea. I just edited them.
It's definitely it's been a lot of fun to rewatch the movies.
Yes, tons of fun.
And we've been reviewing them not just as standalone movies, but also as part of the overall Infinity Saga. How do they fit in? What movies, if you're just trying to do a condensed version of the Infinity Saga, now that you have all the time in the world on your hands, because you've been forced to stay home.
Right? It's like, this is the time to watch them.
Which ones do you need to watch to get the full story? Which ones can you skip and aren't that important?
Right.
We kind of go into each one and we just talk about, what we enjoy, what we don't enjoy, our favorite things about each movie. So it's been a lot of fun to go on that journey and talk through the movies.
Right.
So definitely we want to hear what you have to think too. So join us on YouTube at Official GYGO. That's where you're going to find all the videos. They're all in a playlist. So just search for, MCU retrospective review. Go to Official GYGO. You're going to see them. If you search the movie title names, you'll see them pulled up there. So definitely, like I said, we just released Guardians of the Galaxy, which was on the heels of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So we're reviewing all the movies chronologically, and we've been having a lot of fun. But we want to know what you think about the movies too. So definitely join us over there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Exactly, and let us know, because it's been I really have enjoyed it. And if you've been watching the MCU since day one and are just wanting to think a little bit more in depth, maybe even it's nice that we got the knowledge and now we're watching them for you too.
Yeah, and
you can be like, oh yeah, I never thought of that. Like, there's been a lot of stuff where it's like, oh, this plays into this or that. And it's been a fun watch, guys. So
I mean, definitely, and again, having the full knowledge of the entire Infinity Saga arc. And then watching some of these movies with that knowledge of where it's leading to or what it's building to, or even some of the things that it was like, oh, I didn't think that was important at the time, but it really played a part later on.
Yeah.
That's been really cool and really interesting to kind of explore as we've gone through this. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
I've been enjoying it. So, with that actually also being said, I know we actually do have a giveaway going on right now.
A giveaway?
Yeah.
What are we going to give away?
Well, if you were on our Facebook page, you would have seen what we would be giving away already.
You know what my job is and how incredibly busy I've been because of everything going on in the world. I work in healthcare, by the way. So, I have not been on our Facebook page quite as recently. I'm sorry.
So, basically, all you have to do is like our page, subscribe to YouTube if you can as well. It'll give you another chance to win. But it's a little gift basket kind of thing. It's going to have, looks like a board game in there, some Star Wars memorabilia, some Game of Thrones. So I definitely recommend going to our Facebook page first and checking it out. And while you're there, make sure you like the Facebook page so that way you can win. You got to like us on Facebook and follow us on any of our other social media. So youtube.com/officialgygo. You could have a friend tag you right now in the chat saying that they brought you over.
Hello.
So that way you can also have a chance to win. So it's going to be one of those ways, either by liking us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, or follow us on Instagram, Twitter, any of those social media platforms that you're on.
Yeah.
And like I said, or have a friend tag you so we at least know you're bringing your friends in. And on that note, if you are watching us, please share it, invite a friend, tell them, hey, come watch these guys just talk random geek news. And maybe right now you can help me win something. Again, if you want to see it, definitely go to our Facebook page, Official GYGO, and you'll be able to actually see it. I don't think... Oh, there's a couple movies in there, too. Shazam's in there.
Nice.
There's also...
I like
that was one of my favorite DC ones.
It's a good one.
A Mario thing, which I'm not going to try to figure out which one that is. Looks like a T-shirt. Oh, a T-shirt from... I think it's from our artist friend. Benjamin.
Ben,
yeah. I think it's his shirt
Falconer,
is in there. So if you liked his artwork, it's in there.
It's cool.
If you want to see his artwork, check out some posts we have on our Facebook page. We
Aaron, I
shared
want to
them.
win this package. Am I eligible?
No, you're not eligible. So, Frank, you're not eligible either. I'm not eligible either.
Oh, man.
Kristen, you're not eligible. Robert, Cool Rob's not eligible.
Well,
but all their friends are.
Kez in the chat might be, and they.
You might be
down in the chat. He or she, actually, I don't know. Kez, I don't know if you're male or female, but mentioned that they've been passing their time staying home.
Yeah.
replaying Red Dead Redemption 2.
The new one. I hope it's the remastered one.
At 93% completion, they say that's the best
Okay.
game they've ever played.
I love that game. It's one of my favorite PlayStation games.
How are you feeling the extra time that you have at home so far?
My work. I actually work in media, and they're sending us home right now too.
Yeah, for sure.
So I will have my Xbox set up right next to my work computer, and I'll be playing games the whole time.
Nice.
So hopefully, if there's enough downtime, otherwise I'm gonna be sad because it's like, oh, well, I set all this up, and we're gonna get slammed with phone calls and chats and stuff. I really
feel for you. I haven't been putting in 60-hour weeks at work or anything.
No, not at all. You know, I don't call and be like, hey, where you at work?
Pretty much all the time.
So I know that's tough, man, because I remember working in insurance, and that was But yeah, so if you want to check out and win some stuff, check out the giveaway, see what you think.
For sure.
Like I said, we check out our YouTube page because we do have all of our interviews, and I also want to talk about that we will have an interview coming up tomorrow with Patrick from Wave Resorts. He's actually their esports person over there. He manages their esports arena in Corpus Christi.
Nice.
So if you're in the Corpus Christi area, or you know somebody in the Corpus Christi area, tell them to go like our page, subscribe to the YouTube page, so that way they can get those videos. There will actually be 2 videos up. One of the interview with Patrick, and the other one will actually be a little video of like a tour of like the little arena. It's not very, very big, but it's really cool. It'll give you an idea of what's there. They actually have stadium seating. So when they bring in their competition teams to play, you can actually sit in these like nice little like leather chairs.
Are they 6 feet away from each other?
No.
Dang it.
But they're 6 feet away from the stage, I think, maybe. So you might be, if they're sick, you'll be okay.
All right, cool.
But they actually have cup holders for your alcohol because they actually have a full bar there. So they have a full bar there. They have food there. They have a broadcasting booth. So when they do these competitions, they actually have broadcasters there talking about it. So check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Again, that's at official GYGO. I know those are all of our little plugins right now, but
yeah. Well, I would say kind of the big thing, and we already talked about it, right? We talked about Black Widow pushing.
Yes, sir.
But the production halts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as well as on WandaVision, and Loki 2, which was just starting up its production.
Yeah.
It seems like we might be pushing back. I mean, I think the Eternals stopped shooting as well.
I'm sure they did because they were shooting overseas, I think, even.
Yeah, so, I mean, Phase 4 of Marvel might be getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Like, I know we were supposed to get Black Widow in May. We were supposed to get Falcon and Winter Soldier then in August, followed by Eternals in November and WandaVision in December. And then Loki was going to come out early next year, and Shang-Chi was right after that. The Shang-Chi director had to self-quarantine.
What?
As I think that he had been tested. I don't know if I didn't see whether it came back positive or negative.
Look,
but like
I'm
Phase 4
stressed.
is just like, if Phase 4 is getting blown up, like what is happening?
Look, I'm already stressed because Tom Hanks
And Idris Elba.
Yeah. I'm like that right now because if he doesn't make it, none of us can.
Don't tell me don't say if Tom Hanks is going to make it.
I mean, I think he's already better, honestly. I thought I saw something recently saying he was okay, but
he could survive a desert island.
Yeah.
He survived a pirate hijacking.
He did.
He survived a plane crashing.
He did.
He survived a spaceship malfunctioning.
But you know what he didn't survive?
What didn't he survive?
World War II.
Aww.
The one movie I know he didn't survive.
Great movie, though.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. I had to plug that in. But yeah, like, it's crazy that how this is affecting so much different media outlets out there when it comes to production.
Yeah.
And it's just to make sure that no one else gets sick, and I get that. But my question to you is, because I don't really want to talk about the virus part.
Okay.
Do you think this is going to affect Marvel Cinematic Universe in any way? Because we weren't going to get anything till Black Widow.
Right.
But now we're not going to get anything for a full year, maybe longer, maybe not. I mean, what do you think?
I think clearly we're getting things are getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Right. We don't know. We don't know when Black Widow will come.
Right.
Right. We don't know. Obviously, they pushed it off its May release date. It might get pushed back to June. It might get pushed back to July. I mean, big movies in June that haven't been pushed yet include like Wonder Woman 1984.
And they don't want to go up against that, I'm sure.
But, we don't really know. They've already pushed Mulan, which we know they definitely want to get out as well. That's the same company, Disney.
Right.
They're not going to want to put those on the same weekend. They don't want to compete with one another. So, yes, I think it will affect release dates. I think it will affect release schedules. But let's say, I would assume that they were probably planning on releasing the episodes of their Disney Plus shows similar to what like The Mandalorian did, where they were doing like one a week.
Yeah, I can see that.
But let's say they end up pushing Black Widow and now it comes out in July instead of May. Okay, so now we were originally going to drop Falcon and Winter Soldier in August. Maybe production, we got to push it back to September.
Right.
I think there's still enough time to get your 6 episodes in before the Eternals drops in November. Maybe the Eternals gets pushed back to like Christmas because of their production halts. So yes, I think things will get pushed back, but I don't think that it's going to have a long-lasting impact on the MCU.
You don't think it could like hurt the numbers? Like essentially like, oh, I haven't watched Marvel in a year and a half. Like now I don't care for it. Do you think it's going to drop the hype of Marvel at all?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think, people love these characters. They love their Marvel. I think they were going to lose some momentum anyways just because we lost Captain America and we lost Iron Man.
Yeah.
Right.
You lost your heavy hitters.
And so I think you're going to lose a little bit momentum anyways just from that. We're coming out with some of these minor movies, and not to call Black Widow minor, but, whether it be the Eternals or Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, these are characters that we haven't seen before.
That we don't know how it's going to do.
And so, we don't really know what that's going to look like. Obviously, we've still got things like Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, Guardians 3, Thor 4. All those things are on the slate. I'm not worried about Marvel. I'm not worried about them making their money. I'm still going to go see all these things.
I mean, same. I'm going to, too. I was just curious what you thought, because you're the bigger movie buff than I am. I would call you more of an expert in it. So
I'm very buff.
He is. Look at that buff arm right there. I'll see how buff he is. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm curious too what y'all think in the comments. Let us know. Do you think this is going to be the cause of Marvel finally coming to an end? Like, are we not going to get any good Marvel movies anymore? Or is it the hype going to be gone and they're not going to make as much money as they want until they finally say, you know what? I guess we rode our roller coaster to the end and hop off now. So let me know what y'all think. I'm very curious about this because this is going to affect a lot of different things. Local businesses. It's going to affect the movie industry. It's going to affect media in general, and everything else. So let us know what you think. Again, I love hearing from all of our fans here and letting us know. Hello in the chat and on Mixer. I wanted to say hi. Oh, you saw him as well. Thank you for the follow. We do appreciate that. So I don't know. I want to know what everyone thinks about it though, because my worry is if you hold out too long, people forget about it. And then when you forget about it, you're not going to you don't care to see it anymore. But at the same time, I think with streaming, that can keep it alive because like you said, we have streaming platforms. They're releasing Frozen 2. They may turn around and say, you know what, let's just release Black Widow. I mean, I doubt it, but they may say release something on there.
I mean, I don't think we're going to get any major like blockbuster type movies directly to streaming. I really thought, when they started announcing that the theaters were going to close, they hadn't announced that they were going to push back Black Widow yet. And I was like, if this timing works out, where like the theaters reopen on the same weekend that Black Widow comes out, like Disney's going to make all the money.
Oh, they would make everything.
Because we're all going to be pent up for 2 months. And like we want to go do things. And it's like, okay, you can all go out to the theater and what's playing? Black Widow. All the money. So obviously that's now not going to happen because they pushed that release date. We don't know when theaters were going to open up again. Yeah. And I don't know, they might, want to try and do a little bit of a soft landing, like, hey, are people not going to come out to theaters? There were, I think that this was like the first weekend that a lot of Chinese theaters reopened.
Yeah, because China's bouncing back finally.
They just kind of passed their peak, but like they made no money because people are still dealing with this and they're still scared. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the timeline of opening things up and also what that's going to look like. And I still think they're going to release Mulan first. Right. That was originally scheduled to come come out, it had already actually screened for some critics. So like,
Ooh.
there's people that have seen that movie.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place 2, same thing. Like,
Yeah.
there are people that have seen that movie, critics that have seen that movie. I think those are going to be kind of some of the first big movies that come out when they release the theaters, and Black Widow will be, on their heels.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you mentioned it because I honestly didn't see much. Did they push back New Mutants? I didn't even see.
Poor New Mutants.
Dude, that
Yes,
movie's
they
dead
did.
in the water.
It was supposed to come out, I think, in about a month.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come out in April, and yes, it has been pushed.
That poor movie's not gonna make it, man.
I know.
It's gonna be dead in the water.
It was originally it was pushed to accommodate. I think it was a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
That they decided to push it, or maybe it wasn't that. It was a big movie though.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we're gonna push it off our release date, and they delayed it, and then Fox got bought by Disney, and they delayed it. It's the catalyst. Maybe Disney, if they put it out on Disney Plus, maybe the coronavirus.
Can't hear like 8 thing. That's done in DC.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
Or you live in Atlanta, or you live in different.
Opinion.
No.
Yeah.
Not the
40 giant from Disney.